Hello, all of my mad little birds. As promised, look, it's my second channel, and look, you have a face to go with the voice you guys like listening to. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jay Ashbrand. I am a voice actor on YouTube. Please go subscribe to my very first channel, Jay Ashbrand Audio Scripts. Over there, you'll have various different ASMR role plays. For those of you who don't know what ASMR is, I don't know what the long-winded title is, but the short of it is lovely little sounds or voices that bring those nice little tingles down your spine. But anyway, let's get right into it. Welcome to my second channel, J Ash Reacts, where I will be reacting to YouTube videos of your choice and hoping that you guys will enjoy them. And to sum up this little intro to my very first video, yes, I do have a little Jack Skellington right here. Why do I have him? Because he is adorable. I also have a Fat Nuggets in my lap. Yeah, I was trying to sit him so that he could enjoy the show with me, but you can see. Wait. Can I get him? I might be able to get him to stay there. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get right into the video. First video I am reacting to is by the very talented and hilarious, one of my favorite YouTube animators of all time, YoungYongTales. Sorry, I'm just getting really excited. I really love his videos. They make me laugh, they make me cry, and he is relatable as hell. I can't even begin. But you know what? I'm going to get right into it before I just go on this long-winded tangent. Link to the actual video will be down below in the description. I hope you guys all enjoy this. Now, without further ado, let us begin. Fat Nuggets, stay right there. Do not move. All right, here we go.
So back when I was a wee little tofu in elementary, my world revolved around Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mine did too.
Made into a Japanese cartoon about a card game to showcase some of the coolest characters ever while coming up with crap like power of friendship and belief in the heart of the cards.
Okay, so anyone who watches anime, you all automatically know this, okay? No matter how epic the anime is, it always has that very cheesy friendship, oh, I get strength from those around me type of spiel. We all have to put up with it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the anime is just... yes. I feel like Dragon Ball Z is like the cornerstone of long-winded speeches. We're not gonna get into that. Vegeta's better than Goku. What?
Obviously, to an average person, that just sounds like complete garbage. But slap that in front of a sheltered me, and it is the most Sugoi thing ever. The Dark Magician, the Feud, Exodia, the Egyptian gods.
Slifer's the best.
Whole shebang.
Slifer is the
Of course,
best.
though, this was back when the cards were super simple and didn't require a friggin' magnifying glass to read the effects.
This is true. When the cards first came out back in the 90s, and yes, I am revealing I am ancient as shit, okay? The cards were super simple. They were maybe 2 to 3 lines at best. The effects or even just the background of where the monster comes from were just super simple. But now that there's all of this pendulum and whatever else is in on it, I tried with the other series, guys. I really did, but not all of them are great. But anyway, I tried with all of this extra unnecessary ways of summoning the characters, trying to make it all interesting like the first series. It just became overcomplicated, and the cards are now like those paragraphs that you had to write, like the reports you had to write in English class. I don't know if they're equal to a college report or a high school paper. Ugh.
Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was pretty popular at my school. And surprisingly, my school recognized Yu-Gi-Oh! As one of the greatest gifts to humanity and made it their goal to cultivate this passion that many children had. Teachers would encourage us to play, even discuss strategies during lectures. Our school opened a Yu-Gi-Oh! Varsity team. That's not true. Psych!
You freaking tofu adorable being a liar. I knew he was lying. There is no school in the world that I know of that appreciates card games. Oh my god.
Yu-Gi-Oh was forbidden and super illegal because, huge surprise, I went to private school. What? Oh my gosh, John, a YouTube animator, went to a private school as well? Who would have thought? What? What a crazy world we live in.
Okay, fun fact for anyone. Doesn't matter if you go to a public school, a charter school, a private school, a school on the moon. Teachers do not like card games. They do not like them. They hate it when you bring cards and they will take them and they're against everything that animes make seem legal.
I admit it, yes. On top of the usual restrictions like uniforms,
My public school did
gross
uniforms.
vegetarian cafeteria food, yada yada yada, YouTube storytime animator topic cliches. Yu-Gi-Oh in school also did not mix. My elementary school was pretty strict about this. I mean, who knew that contrary to anime, you weren't allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh on school grounds? In fact, you weren't allowed to play any card games. I think it had to do something with it being demonic or some form of gambling, whether we bet our souls to the shadow realm or Cheetos. I don't know.
I didn't have a soul to bet because I gave up my soul for Reese's a long ass time ago. But my schools would say that it was a form of gambling and they didn't want to promote gambling on school grounds, which backfired horribly because getting your kids to go to school willingly was a gamble. Just kidding. No, you guys should go to school, get educated, and then figure out what you want to do with your life. Dead serious. Okay? It may not seem like it now, but you appreciate the education later. And you do miss going to school later on. Oh my god, you miss it sometimes.
No, it's the same in their eyes. We would have supervisors watching us at all times, and if they saw us, they would come over and be like, "Alright, you nerds, put those away right now or I will take them and throw them in the trash where they belong." But you know what? Screw you! Call foul, sir. You don't seem to have a problem with people reading during recess like Harry Potter or books about talking cats fighting.
My schools didn't care if we read during recess, if we were drawing. They didn't even care if you were playing your instruments during recess or the breaks or any of that. As long as you weren't playing card games. I think the only time I got away with cards, actually, now that I think about it, was middle school. Yeah, middle school didn't really care too much about what we did as long as it wasn't above PG-13. I mean, we played a lot of BS in middle school. It was fun.
Sounds pretty messed up to me. I'd like to argue that playing card games is way better. Cultivating strategic cognitive skills, math, reading comprehension, socialization, and most important of all, there are pictures.
Pictures!
Prove to me that books can do the same thing. But
This is absolutely true. When you're playing card games, you're in a group of people. It improves on your social skills. This coming from an ambivert, which just means that I have the personality of an extrovert, but I dead ass prefer being by myself. I actually make plans to be alone. Why? Because I can. And after COVID hit, I sat there and going, "So, extroverts, what y'all gonna do now?" Oh, thank God for these vaccines, though, because I really miss being able to go to coffee shops.
whatever. When we are given the choice between playing a card game that we loved and being little responsible school children, we chose crime.
Dead
Because
ass. All the
sometimes
time.
the heart of the cards guides you to break rules.
It does. It really
i.e.
does.
Playing in the supervisor's blind spot.
We
while
did that
having a
too.
dedicated kid act as a
We
lookout.
did that too.
Now, for the most part, that plan worked. It just really sucked when it didn't.
It sucks.
For example, one time I excitedly brought my favorite cards to school because they were mostly the ones you've seen in the anime.
Okay, right there. You can almost see it. Let me just move right here. See, there you go. Guy of the Fierce Knight. and Summon Skull were two of my most favorite monster cards ever in the entire show. I mean, sure, you had Dark Magician and you had the Blue Eyes and Exodia, but no. My top two favorite cards were Summon Skull and Guide of the Fierce Knight. Number three was Dark Magician Girl because she was freaking adorable. She is one of the original waifus of all anime. I mean, I couldn't even think of one person that didn't really like her. I mean, shoot. I just got her on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy game that I downloaded on my PlayStation, and I'm losing my marbles. I even have the Toon version of her! And she's so cute! I mean, not as cute as you guys, don't worry. But she's so cute!
I was showing them off to my friends during recess, but then apparently my other friend, whom we'll call Bigfoot, freaking snitched on me.
Goddamn snitches.
And because of him, a supervisor came and took my cards, gave them to my teacher, and I had to wait till after school to get them back.
That's
and not only
messed
that,
up,
I
bro.
had to bring my parents.
No!
A parent-teacher conference.
No!
And when we got home, they held on to my cards for a whole nother week as some kind of cruel and unusual punishment.
This is when you figure out who your true friends are, okay? Because I wouldn't even call that guy my friend if he snitched on me and got my cards taken away. In fact, kids that snitched when I was in elementary school, bad things happened to them. Very bad things. But yeah, I got my cards taken away once. And yes, the teacher did hold on to them, but I didn't have to bring my parents. All I had to do was just write this one paragraph about how I would never bring them to school again, and yada yada yada, I promise, blood seal, Batman symbol, and all of that good stuff at the bottom. And then about a week later, I brought them back, and then I won a black hole and blue eyes off of this one kid in a duel. It was great. Yes!
So that was not a good day. I know there could have been worse situations, like never getting them back, or they ended up throwing my cards away. But shut up, I don't want to think about that.
Quick side note, one of my cards, it was Lava Battle Guard. The Lava Battle Guard, one of Joey's cards. I was messing with my cards in the car when me and my mom were driving down to a party, and the window was open and it got swooped out of the window onto the freeway. I was heartbroken. I never got another Lava Battle Guard again.
I still haven't forgiven Bigfoot to this day.
I wouldn't!
Just exactly how far did we go to keep this game a secret from our teachers? Well, every Friday after school, a group of friends and I would sneak into the high school side, because apparently that's a private school thing.
Yeah.
There are no supervisors in high school.
Why?
So we thought that once the high schoolers got out of class,
High schoolers need to be
blend
supervised.
in because we looked cool and mature and obviously could pass as high schoolers.
That's not how it works, bro.
No. Anyways, we would always play in this room outside where the band would practice. It was like our haven.
Summon Skull!
Spot.
Right there.
And even the high schoolers who
Love
played
this card.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Would join us, which was pretty cool. In the corner, there was also this little Asian girl, younger than us, who would set up shop with her huge Hello Kitty roller backpack and sell Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Now, were they stupidly overpriced?
Yes.
Yes. But when you show a bunch of financially irresponsible huge nerds a pack of rare cards, well, that's just easy money right there.
What was also easy money growing up is that for all high schoolers to elementary schoolers is when you have soda, okay? I made bank bringing whole packs of soda to school and selling them to everybody, okay? I think 7th grade, I made $50 off soda sales, and I went and bought Kingdom Hearts 2 with it, which is still arguably the best game in the entire Kingdom Hearts franchise. But it was great. You'd be shocked what school kids will waste their money on. Something as simple as Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and soda to, oh god, what are the kids playing? Raid Shadow Legends and other online content stuff that they really don't need. I say as I was one of those who leached off their parents for pretty much every single video game back when GameStop was a popular thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if businesswoman or scam artist was on her occupation
They're pretty much
list.
the same thing.
High school eventually came. We don't talk about what happens in junior high, but high school
Not
was a
all the time,
lot more
though.
relaxed with the restrictions. Most of the teachers didn't care as long as it wasn't during their class,
This is
with the
kind of true.
exception of the librarian during study hall. I don't
High
know.
school teachers don't
Apparently,
care
we're
too
supposed
much.
to do productive stuff like studying, but who does that? But even with fewer restrictions, like the older I grew, the less inclined I became to play because there were, how should I say, other things on my mind.
God.
Like, I believed high school was a time to hang out with cool people and
No.
impress girls.
No.
But you accomplished neither of those things, sitting in some secluded corner, pushing up your glasses with 2 fingers, saying stuff like, "Ha, I thummin'," or "Not so fast, you activated my trap card."
I would date you. Okay, guys, serious talk, okay? If you were to walk up to me and flash out a Yu-Gi-Oh card that said, "Will you go out with me?" I would have dead ass gone out with you, okay? I'm also that person who would accept a proposal with a ring pop, okay? I was nothing like the other girls back when I was in high school or any time in school. They were all playing with dolls. I was playing with Hot Wheels. They all wanted to go to the mall. I wanted to go to GameStop and play the new games that were coming out. If any of the guys in school had done that, give me your phone number. I would have done it right then and there, and I probably would have married them later on. I love nerds. Nerds are just the most adorable, precious beings ever. Like Midoriya from My Hero Academia. It's the precious beans, they babies.
Yeah, real way to woo the ladies with that last one.
They would have wooed me.
Well, actually, I don't know about you, but the Dark Magician
Original
is
wife!
the only girl I need. No!
Yes!
And I guess that's when I started phasing out. Probably for the best, because as the circle of people playing grew, so did the unnecessary drama and toxicity. Some kids would take it way too seriously, someone's cards would get stolen, and my insect deck could just no longer compete with everyone else's more updated and OP
There's
decks.
always toxicity when more than 2 people get involved.
It's not the most fun thing in the world when your opponent's cards are just...
Opponent's card can't be destroyed by battle, can't be targeted by effect cards, can destroy any card, 3k attack. If destroyed, can special summon next turn. I actually have cards like this in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy game. There are a good number of cards where they have this exact... where they have these exact effects. But what this doesn't describe is that they have like a counter, like a little timer that says for how long they can go like this. Or if they engage in battle, the counter goes down. But yeah, I've gone up against, and I do own cards like this, and when you're on the receiving end of it, it is really annoying. It's made me quit a couple of times. Where I'm like, see, this is why I keep black hole, like 3 black holes in my deck, or I have 3 mirror forces. Because with mirror force, if you play Duelist of Roses, it just halves the attack points of anyone that's attacking. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy, it destroys every card on the field. Both effects I adore very much. Except in Duelist of Roses, it was a permanent trap that you could keep until somebody did a magic card that gets rid of everything.
Invincible. So it was time for me to move on. Choose something else that is more acceptable in society. Something more popular. Something that would make me, quote-unquote, cool. So I decided to play Pokemon.
Nobody knows how to play the Pokemon card game. Nobody. We all know how to play the games. We all know how to talk about the Pokemon, but nobody really knows how to play the Pokemon card game, okay? And I was there when Pokemon first came out and became a thing. None of us knew how to play it. We just collected the cards. And I had 4 shiny Charizards. I love Charizard. My favorites are the Evolutions, Flareon to be specific. But man, do I adore Charizard. He's the best.
And then I graduated Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links came out on the App Store,
I didn't play
and
that
it helped
much.
carry me through college. And that was my
It wasn't that
experience with
great for
Yu-Gi-Oh!
me.
in school. Mostly full of breaking school rules and wasting a stupid amount of money on, dare I say, fancy pieces of paper.
Cardboard!
I can't be all motivational and say,
cardboard!
oh, I didn't care what other people thought about me.
I didn't. I still don't.
Because I did. Very much so. It was just very unfortunate in high school that Yu-Gi-Oh! Or my nerdiness turned into something that I was self-conscious and somewhat embarrassed about.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No matter what I did, if someone mentioned or displayed the slightest enthusiasm for Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would get that excited feeling that I once had as a kid. And as
I get the exact same way, but unlike other people, I'm never ashamed of it. I mean, look! I'm sitting with plushes! Okay, I am not ashamed of these. I have a whole thing of plushies. I even tell people what I'm interested in, and they give me the weird looks, and I just tell them, yeah, well, guess what? It brings me joy in life. What brings you joy in life? Never be ashamed of what you enjoy. And if other people are going to ditch you because of it, then guess what? They're not your friends. They are the toxicity that ruins communities.
Time went by, I just came to accept the fact that, you know what, I am a nerd. I'm sorry. I like building decks.
Yep.
I like picking up cards with 2 fingers.
Exactly.
And I may or may not have bought some new cards to bolster my insect deck last year because I'm an adult with money.
I have the armored bee.
Important. What is important is that even though I don't play that much anymore and I'm left with boxes full of cards that I spent hundreds of dollars
Dark
on,
Magician Girl.
sometimes questioning whether it was worth it, I can't deny how much Yu-Gi-Oh! Has influenced me growing up. From making friends, teaching me how to draw monsters and dragons, to how I play other casual card games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Will always have that special place in my heart. You might even say that I still have...
Don't say it.
The heart of the cards. Does that make me a huge nerd? Probably.
Yes, it does.
I don't care.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, and look, it's a little tofu ninja in the corner. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this video because it's just, excuse me, pardon me. It's just so relatable. Isn't that right, Jack? But it's beyond relatable. Oh, I really adore this. And as I mentioned in the video, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game had just come out. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy, Destiny, whatever. Either way, it is a lot of fun. You go through the storyline of the original series and the other less creative series that came on after it, and I am having a blast with it. And there's even an online function where you can battle other people online. So, YoungYongTales, if you ever see this video, I so challenge you to a duel on that game. And if you do build your insect deck on that game, I would be happy to challenge it. I would love to go against it. And don't worry, I'll keep all of my overpowered cards in like the extras or in the trunk, okay? I mean, wow, now that I think about it, Young, you're a real life version of Weevil. You are the bug card guy. That's just great. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up now. Thank you, everyone, for enjoying this video. Please make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to this channel. If there are any other videos you want me to watch, if you guys have any suggestions, critiques, or any of that for how I can improve on my videos, do not hesitate to leave them in the comments. All right, everybody, I hope you're all having a great day and you're staying safe, happy, and healthy. I'm going to end this video now, so stay safe and stay mad. Bye-bye.